How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse. Welcome to box number 2 out of 12 of Japanese Awakened Heroes. Let's cut into this right here and right now. Box number 1 of both Awakened Heroes and Ultra Dimensional Beasts have already been open on the channel. We did that yesterday. So if you did not get a chance to go back and see the polls, I definitely urge you to check them out. Even if you just click on the video, hit that like button and go to the end and check out the polls at the end. I completely respect that. Might not necessarily be the best thing for my analytics, but I understand the need to, get in all the channels that you are subscribed to so that you can see all their content and enjoy it as well. I generally try to enjoy as many as I can, although that list gets pretty short pretty quickly. With all the stuff that ends up going on, so let's crack into it. I think it's time to go. So you're now entering spoiler territory from here on out. I still need a Silvally GX, as well as, well, pretty much everything beyond a GX. So we're going to see what we can pull today. So we've got Alolan Graveler, Mawile, Alolan Geodude, Starly, and a Gengar Holo. Good start. Next up, we've got Staraptor, Chimecho, Emolga, Numel, and a Psychic Memory. Interesting that they have these things that add on attacks and change types of mons. Just odd. Registeel, Gastrodon, Corphish, Pumpkaboo, and Octillery. Not to sound like an old fogey, but I remember the good old days when a Pokemon was a Pokemon, and it didn't need Mega Evolution or these extra drives, or any of this other stuff, or these new forms. They were just good on their own. I don't really know what happened to that. There's a Regigigas Holo, but I kind of miss those days. In any event, these are the sets of the Ultra Beasts. For the most part, we've got Crawdaunt, Ghastly, Remoraid, Carablast, and a Fighting Memory. Now we've got Counter Catcher, a Haunter, Mawile, Skiddo, and an Aggron Holo. As we are a few packs in, I'd love for you guys to let me know in the comment section below if you didn't do it on yesterday's videos. Let me know what your favorite GX is from this expansion right here. So we've got Peeping Red card, Numel, Aron, a Alolan Geodude, and a Gourgeist. I'm not really sure on this set just yet. I think I have to think about it some more. I know how I feel about Ultra Dimensional Beasts. This one I'm just not sure yet. Alolan Graveler, we've got a Minccino, Cacnea, Chimecho, and there is your Silvally GX. Excellent. So this is the only one that I was missing, the only card out of the regular 50 card set that I did not pull out of my first box of Awakened Heroes, and it is the prize of the set, at least in my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions as well. Got that ability Gyro Unit, which states that all of your basic Pokemon now have 0 retreat cost, none. No retreat costs. Then we've got Turbo Drive, which does 120 damage, and I believe you can attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. And then you got Rebellion GX at the bottom, which is 50 times the number of Pokemon on your opponent's bench. Of course, being colorless and having all colorless attacks, you can kind of throw it into whatever deck you want. It is a stage 1, so you got to be careful of that. But assuming all the flexibility and the playability as well, I feel like this card's going to be an important one to have. So I'm really hoping to pull the Hyper Rare version, if you know what I'm saying. So now we got Gladion, a Cinccino, Staryu, Emolga, and Escavalier. Yeah, from a monetary standpoint, that is the card to pull if you're looking to complete the set. Save yourself from having to buy it in the aftermarket. There's another Alolan Marowak. Really cool. Could definitely do with a few more of those. as I'm now realizing, I haven't mentioned this in any of my Sun and Moon 4 videos just yet. As again, an Octillery, Starly, Remoraid, Pumpkaboo, and Cacturne. As per the usual, any sales from duplicated cards that I pull in these cases will not take place until the cases are fully uploaded. And I do not anticipate that that will happen until, at the very least, at the end of next weekend. So we've got Lairon, Shellos, Gastrodon, Karrablast, and Psychic Memory. Reason for that is I do not expect that my openings will be finished until Sunday. Is that September? No, there's no September 31st. Sunday, October 1st should be the last day of the openings. And then the sale video would probably follow on Monday or Tuesday. So you can expect to just enjoy the openings for now. So Camerupt, Cubone, Cacnea, Aeron, and Type Null Holo. I would prefer to finish off my cases just so I know exactly what I have, figure out what the most updated prices are, so that I can provide a good experience for all you guys. And also, I don't reserve cards for people either, so that's important to note. Gourgeist, Ghastly, Minccino, Alolan Geodude, and a Peeping Red card. And then we got Escavalier, Numel, Haunter, a Skiddo, and a Gogoat Holo, and that is going to finish out the left side of the box. Seems like a pretty quick start. We're this far along. I mean, what were my other openings? They were 21 in 22 minutes for boxes numbering 1 and 1. So I'm definitely pleased to be speeding up from there. Would like to keep this at 15 minutes, the latest. See what we can do with that. It's got a Lairon, Salandit. Did I pull a Salandit before? Maybe I just didn't say it in that pack. Staravia, Karrablast, and another Regigigas. Most of these holos, commons, uncommons, you guys have seen multiple copies of. So I don't really see the justification in spending too much time on them. Now we got Gourgeist, Chimecho, Shellos, Haunter, and Psychic Memory. Now we have Cacturne, Skiddo, Aeron, a Pumpkaboo, and another Aggron Holo. It's a little bit steamy in this room. We've been getting a few bands of tropical moisture, just getting flung over from Jose. Certainly not on the level that our fellow Floridians and folks in Puerto Rico, Dominica, and Antigua and Barbuda have been experiencing in the last couple of weeks with all these storms. But is making for a bit of an unsteady hand. Plus, I suppose you could still consider me technically jet-lagged. So I'll chalk it up to that. Anyways, a Alolan Graveler, Cubone, Ghastly, a Cinccino, and a Kartana GX. And this is what I'm talking about, folks. A pretty cool GX for sure, but even though it's a duplicate, again, only going to be available once the sale video actually goes live. Find that new cards and reservations never ever work out, so I just don't permit them. It's the fairest thing I can do for everybody. You know, the sale video goes live, I post what I've got, I post the prices, just let it be every man for themselves. So I have Camerupt, a Salandit, a Geodude, a Remoraid, and another Gengar. Next pack up has Counter Catcher, Karrablast, Emolga, Shellos, and Starmie. I'm just gonna get rid of these packs. They're kind of sliding a little bit. as we prepare for hopefully a hyper rare or ultra rare pull. Out of this box, Registeel, Chimecho, Mawile, Staryu, and a Fighting Memory. Next up we have Crawdaunt, Starly, Salandit, a Corphish, and is that a third Gengar holo in this box? Kind of a weird box. I think we only have 2 GXs so far. Let me see. Yeah. It's our third Gengar with no Salazzle yet. And yeah, only 2 GXs so far. We'll see what happens. Do we go Salazzle, GX, and Full Art from here on out for the last 3? I'm not sure. Counter Catcher, a Staravia, Emolga, Pumpkaboo. Wow! That is a primo Full Art pull right there. The Gladion Full Art Supporter. Fantastic stuff. Really glad to have it. Apparently my videos need to be advertiser friendly, so I'm not going to tell you what this artwork reminds me of, so we're just going to leave it up to the imagination. You really want to know, just ask me on Twitter. There we go, 55 out of 50, super rare, the final numbered super rare in this expansion, as it is of course the Full Art Supporter. Okay, that is like gruesomely cool. Can we have more full arts do this in the low light, guys? That is crazy. Crazy awesome. And let's also just take a moment to thank the fine folks. Wow, that lighting looks really weird actually. All of a sudden. The fine folks at the Pokemon Company International for not introducing hyper rare supporters. And if it happens in the future, they didn't get the idea from me. But this is an awesome looking card. For me, very much in the vein of a Guzma, with a full art supporter that just looks fantastic. I don't play the game. I'm in it for the artwork. I'm in it for completed sets. So it's just awesome on its own. Anyways, Registeel, Cinccino, Shellos, Ghastly, and a Alolan Golem GX. So that's going to be probably our final, premium pull of the box. Pretty awesome. We likely have a couple of blank packs of just an uncommon, and hopefully a Salazzle holo somewhere in there. I don't want any weird imbalances. Artillery, Minccino, Cubone, Geodude, and a Peeping Red card. 2 more packs to go. And this box finished real strong. Regular Gladion, Aeron, Remoraid, Gastrodon, and there's your Salazzle. That's a little better. And the final pack of box 2. Like being able to open boxes without fear. Starmie, Mawile, Emolga, actually, Starmie, Starly, Staraptor. Why do you do this? I think they enjoy inflicting pain on me. That's why they do stuff like that. In any event, we did manage to add a couple new cards to our collection for today. Really groovy ones at that. Holopulls of Gengar, Regigigas, Aggron, Regigigas, Gogoat, Type Null, Alolan Marowak, Aggron, Gengar, Salazzle, and GXs of Kartana, Alolan Golem, and Silvally with the Full Art Gladion supporter to finish it off. Thanks so much for checking out the video, guys. Really appreciate it. Hit that like button, drop a comment down below as well. We're keeping it under 15 minutes. See you later today.